connected to Jesus.
Welcome to 2005. I'm Maria.
And I'm Coley.
Most kids like Phy Ed class. It's fun to get out and run around. Later, we're going to meet some kids who have a very unusual Phy Ed class.
Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the Flying Knueppel brothers.
Woo!
You gotta be here for the Flying Knueppels!
These four brothers grew up together and played basketball together. They learned about Jesus together. As adults, they still play ball together. And they strive to live their lives on and off the court to the glory of God. Meet Flying Knueppel Cole.
We have to try to outsmart our opponents at all times.
During the week, he's a teacher and school administrator. On the weekends, he loves to play basketball.
It's pretty crazy because we're short and not particularly athletic, and we really have worked hard to perfect the 3-on-3 game.
Picket fence, or what we call hickory, from the movie Hoosiers.
Cole and his brothers take a different approach to basketball. They don't practice fancy moves or flashy dunks. They practice the basics, the fundamentals. They study what works and doesn't work.
What we do is, both strategically and also from an intensity standpoint, we go out and we just give it 100%. And because we play together so often, we're able to beat teams that are bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic.
They practice together and learn from each other. And when they step on the court, they play harder and smarter than their opponents do. And they win.
We've been in tournaments where there have been a lot of Division I and former NBA players, and we've won. And there's no reason in the world we should win. In fact, if you lined us up against all the other teams, you would pick us to finish last because we just look so pathetic and, and non-athletic.
In 2003, they were the national 3-on-3 basketball tournament champions. They even sign autographs sometimes. No one expects them to win. In fact, they sometimes think they shouldn't win. But they also know the abilities and strengths God has given them, and they use them to God's glory.
Really, when it comes down to it in the end, we work extremely hard, and we are very, very strategic about it, almost to a fanatic sense.
Again, we try to confuse our opponents with screening and cutting. It's the only way we can stay competitive.
Their opponents know that there is something different about the Flying Knueppel brothers. They don't play dirty. They don't trash talk. They play to God's glory.
We really wear our Christianity in our actions in the way that we lead our lives. So when we go to a basketball tournament, we really think a lot about what our behavior is going to reflect and how we carry ourselves.
Thanks a lot.
It's just a great way to be able to witness your faith just by the way you interact with them.
The Knueppel brothers are a great example of how we can take the gifts that God has given to us, work hard, with God's help be successful, and witness our faith through our worldly success.
Now it's time for Wells News Desk. Here's Charlie and Kendall.